anything about that. Okay, it looks like maybe I am going live now. I don't know. Hi, this is Heather Zeitzwolf, Savvy Frugal Vegan, and I'm trying something new. I'm going live. Oh, look at this. I'm trying to adjust my screens and all of that. I had a song and everything for you guys, and I don't even think that even played. Well, that's how it goes. This is the first time I'm doing this, so there's going to be a lot of technology snafus. In fact, hopefully my microphone is turned on. I don't even know at this point. Okay, it does look like it's on. I think so. If you come across me on LinkedIn, my understanding is that you can't chat with me, but if you're on some other means, I'm supposed to be going live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn all at the same time. We shall see. I do have a YouTube window open, and I can see myself over there. I'm not really sure what's going on. This is all new to me. I am being brave and checking out technology. Have you done something really scary lately? Yeah. Why do we get so freaked out about this kind of stuff? Well, you know what? Because you could fall flat on your face and it's on the internet and everybody can see it. So I'm being brave and doing this. I was actually a little bit nervous about this whole thing. And, the whole people are watching this. I don't have no idea if anyone's watching this or not, but I'm going to pretend people are. And that way I'm facing my fears. Because if I know no one's watching, and then what am I going to be fearful about? The fact that my hair looks a little green on the edges from the green screen? I don't know. So over in the corner is a QR code. And if you scan that, you can join my membership. You can get 2 months for free. And this is for the Vegan Creator Hub. So if you are a vegan creator of any kind, and that could be like a photographer, social media, chef, any type of creator that happens to be vegan, I want you to join. And if you are an entrepreneur that is vegan, that's creative, dude, join as well. So I hope to see you in there and just try it out. It is on Mighty Networks. Have you ever used Mighty Networks? Well, I have been in all kinds of groups that have used Mighty Networks, and I always thought, wow, I love this. If I have a membership, I'm going to build it in Mighty Networks. And, well, it's really great to use when you're the member in a membership, but I had never built anything like this before on the back end. And let me tell you, this software is dynamic, and because it's so dynamic, it is kind of difficult to set up. There's a lot of things to think about, and you can't just jump right in. And that is what I did. I just jumped right in thinking oh yeah, I'll figure this out. I'm tech savvy. And I found that there was a lot of things that I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, if I put this like this and this like this, these parameters, is this going to lock out this other area? And of course, to make things even more difficult, instead of just starting with one membership, I started with 3. Uh, it was going to be 2, but then I realized that I had to have an umbrella. So if you go to my membership, you will see there's a thing called the creative collective, the Savvy Creative Collective. That is like the umbrella. And then underneath that, you'll find the Vegan Creator Hub, and then you'll find a thing for solopreneurs. And you can join both of those things. So if you're not vegan, but you're, a cool entrepreneur that's not doing horrible things to animals or anything, that's creative or whatever, join the other section that is for entrepreneurs. And the reason why I bifurcated it is because vegans like to support other vegans, and I wanted to give them a safe space that was for vegans. And then, and if you are vegan friendly, vegetarian, I don't want to exclude you. This is not about being exclusive, but it is for people that identify more as being vegan. And why? Well, because everybody's always mean to us. We're the butt of everybody's jokes. we have to put up with people talking about meat constantly, and sometimes it's just nice to have feedback from people that are in the same lane as us. Okay, so there's that. But if you are an entrepreneur and you want to have a supportive atmosphere, and we're not gonna, like, bombard you with vegan messages, join the other section. But if you want to, you can join all of it, and that's why it's a collaborative. So it's all under the same umbrella, and there's different price points for the different things that you get. So the entrepreneur one, that one costs a little bit more. The vegan creator one is very inexpensive. So use the QR code there, and I will also, when this is done, I'll put information in the chat on how you can do it. But I don't know if it's searchable yet. I should probably know the answer to that, but I don't. And if you know me online, you may have been able to get a coupon code, what do they call that? A discount code? I guess it's called a discount code. So if you go on my LinkedIn page, I think maybe even in my oh, wait a minute. I froze for a second. I think if you go onto my LinkedIn page, you might even see a code on there that you can use to get a free year in the Vegan Creator Hub. So one of the issues I ran into when building a membership was not only using the software, but also gathering payments. So as an accountant, that's, top of mind. Can I collect payments? Can I put in discount codes? What happens with all of that? And I found out that with Mighty Networks, you can hook up Stripe, and I think maybe PayPal. I don't know. I don't use that one. But if I wanted to use QuickBooks, which is where I have all of my invoices going through, to do that, I would need to use Zapier to hook it up to Mighty Networks. So this is kind of a drag that I have to use Stripe. And eventually I'll figure out some kind of pay thing or whatever. But I don't know Zapier yet. And I know people that have done Zaps and all that. But my understanding is that the ones that are for QuickBooks are more expensive. So of course, because they know that you want to get payment, and so they're going to make it more expensive. The other thing about Mighty Networks that I discovered, and I'm being raw here about all of this stuff. So I like to think that I am tech savvy, but I came across many challenges. So Mighty Networks, they are, I guess, I don't want to say in bed with, they are connected with Kit, which used to be ConvertKit. And I met the dude from Kit at, what was it? It was at FinCon last year. Very, very nice looking dressed man. And I can't remember his name offhand, but a snappy dresser. He had his suits made in India because I asked him about them because they were fabulous. Anyways, I really got intrigued by Kit, not just because he was a fancy dresser, but because of all the things I heard about their software. And I've been a MailChimp user for a very long time for email marketing, and it doesn't hook up directly with Mighty Networks. It was like again, have to use Zapier and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I'm really tired of MailChimp. Now, MailChimp was purchased by Intuit, which owns QuickBooks. So it actually says like QuickBooks Intuit, it's Intuit or QuickBooks, MailChimp or something, which is great when you're in QuickBooks all day. But if you're trying to build something else, and, maybe it's not going to work. So for anyone out there that is a Kit user, I would love to hear from you, because I need to learn how to do stuff in there. And I've merged everything from MailChimp over to Kit. But, it's not just that. Now you got to think about like, oh, okay, I use a scheduling tool. I use Acuity, and that's hooked up to Zoom. And then Zoom, like all these things are interconnected. And when you have a small business like I do, and you're dabbling in all kinds of software, you got to make sure that when you're making these decisions, that things are going to be friendly with each other. They're going to work friendly, that you don't have to pay for some kind of external device like a Zapier kind of situation. I mean, nothing against them, but I just, the less tech I have to use, the better. But I use a lot of tech, and part of it is because I really enjoy it, and another is I like to, be able to chat with my clients about the software that they're using as well, and maybe give tips. So in this endeavor, right now I am using Wave.video, and this is the first time I'm going live using this software. And shout out to Jen Hardy, who told me about this software, because I mean, I already had it, but I had no idea that you could go live in it. And we had I think we both bought it through AppSumo when it first came out. So there are some limitations, but right now I feel like I'm working through those okay, because I designed my own graphics and all of that, so I didn't have to worry about that. So pretty cool. So I was able to bring in this lower third thing, that's what they call that, and put in my logo over here. I was able to bring in a QR code. They have like a QR code builder thing in there. You just put in the URL and it makes it, and then you can put it right there up there. Isn't that cool? Look at that newfangled thing. And then the backdrop, I actually did this in Adobe Express because I wanted to match all my other stuff. So I, as the lower third says, I'm going to be starting a new version of my podcast. So I was doing I'm starting to lose my voice after only 11 minutes. What? So I started a new podcast which was about food trucks, vegan food truck businesses. And I decided, you know what? I want to expand it. I want to talk to other business owners. And so I'm kind of putting that as a season 1 and doing a season 2 now on my podcast. So it's going to be now called the Savvy Frugal Vegan Entrepreneur Podcast. So I'm looking for guests. If you are interested in being a guest on my show, hit me up. You can say something in the chat. You can DM me on Instagram at Savvy Frugal Vegan. You can find me on LinkedIn, wherever you want to get in touch with me. So this is not going to be a show so you can just like sell yourself. This is about talking about your business and sharing things about the struggles and the wins, and you can promote stuff. I'm totally fine with that. I just don't want a big sales pitch. I know how people are on LinkedIn. They just like contact you with a sales pitch. That is not how you approach people with a sales pitch. Okay. So what else went into this? So I'm using Descript for editing my podcasts, videos, and that sort of thing. I don't think I'm going to be editing this. It's supposed to be raw. But if it gets really glitchy, maybe I will. But Descript has made all kinds of changes. I love Descript. I'm just going to put that out there. And I've seen them go through many, many changes in their software. But there's some things that I'm not too keen about that they just made some changes on. And I noticed in their forum that a lot of people were kind of complaining about the same thing. So maybe they'll change it again. And I'm sure they'll do something that's really fabulous, because they are very fabulous. But it also made my workflow very, very slow. So there's been the snafu of learning Mighty Networks, learning this whole live, newfangled live thing, dealing with making graphics in new programs, dealing with ChatGPT. Okay, I'm just going to do this as a little side note before we leave. I've been hearing a lot of people that have not people I know, but like on the internet, people that are thinking that ChatGPT is spiritual, like a god, talking to it. It's very cult-like, just put it that way. Like they're drinking the ChatGPT Kool-Aid. I love using ChatGPT, but I don't have that kind of experience with it because it aggravates me like crazy. It never listens to me. It lies to me. It hallucinates. It gives me lousy information. I'll ask it to, rewrite something, and it always uses the same words. Like, oh my God, come on. So it aggravates me to no end. And so I'm always like, ChatGPT, you're not listening to me. ChatGPT, blah, blah, blah. And I don't see how people are falling in love with ChatGPT, because I find it very annoying half the time. So sometimes I feel like it's been just a big waste of my time and I could have just done something myself without trying to get it to assist me on doing something. So I would love to hear your feedback on that. What do you think? Do you think it's an all-knowing creature? People think that it's like almost like a sentient being. Like, come on. No. I find it just very, very annoying at times. Oh, it looks like somebody's trying to send me a message on Instagram. I wonder if this is actually live on Instagram. That would be very, very cool. Okay, so people, I have just talked your ear off about things that you probably, I don't even know if you care about or not, but these are things top of mind because I'm being raw and real. Okay. Let me just look over my stuff before I let you go here. Okay, I talked about Zapier. Oh, the other thing about Mighty Networks. So if you decide to use Mighty Networks, it's very difficult to see what the potential buyer is seeing. So I'm seeing my side of things. It looks fine and dandy to me. And then I've got people saying like, where's this? I don't see where you can put in the code. Where do I do this? How do I, oh, they signed up for one thing. They can't get into another and all of that. So just be aware if you're ever going to start anything in Mighty Networks that you're probably going to want to have like different browsers, different logins, different, so yeah, it's just, they don't have anything where you can kind of preview from that side of things. Mighty Networks, please listen to me. I wanted to use Mighty Networks because it is started by a female founder, and I wanted to support that. And I've always liked all of the sites that I've been in on Mighty Networks. And again, I'm freezing. Well, not really freezing. I mean, like, okay. Let's see. ChatGPT, building. Oh, yeah. Other programs I've been using. Notion. I love Notion, and I love their AI features in that. Descript changes, told you about that. Oh, yeah, well, you didn't get to hear my song, I don't think, because but my song I made in Suno, which is an AI program where you can make music. And I found out about that from the PodFest AI Summit. Somebody did a little thing about that, and very cool. I put in some lyrics and it made me a song, and I refined it, and well, I will try to play it for you in a second, but I think it's going to turn my live video off. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what? Let's try it. And this will be my way to say goodbye, and more to come. Contact me about the membership if you're interested. Contact me if you're interested in being on the podcast. And we'll make this more professional in the future, but this is me being raw. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get this music to go. Okay, this is probably going to take me 5 minutes of trying to figure this one out. Oh my God, what the heck? Where is it? Okay. See, this makes it interesting, right? Well, interesting to me. I don't know. Okay, let's see. Oh, media, maybe. Oh, wait, maybe this is it. Okay, here we go. It's going to have a countdown, but it's not going to be the countdown to a video. Hopefully it's just going to play and it's going to be the song and you get to hear it. All right, here we go.
Against power, disrupting the system, ignite this hour. We go against the grain, we won't back down, building a movement from the underground. We lift each other, raise every call, pushing forward, breaking the wall.
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I think you can hear me. All right, there we go. It looked like I lost LinkedIn on here, but you know what? I think the other one's actually recorded. So thank you. If you watched any of this, I appreciate it. And tell me, what are some of the snafus and challenges you've had with technology and running your business? All right. Love to hear from you guys. And please join the Vegan Creator Hub. Free 2 months, and you can find a discount code on my LinkedIn page, Facebook. So go there, and then you can get them for free for a year, and then it might actually be 14 months. I can't figure that one out yet either. Oh, you do have to put in your credit card information, but then it'll have a place for the coupon code, and you put that in. All right. Ta-ta, folks.